50. New rappers is cool, but we still bump Biggie. I walk in perfects with an ill one with me. Fitted to the side on my Brooklyn shit.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Joel Ortiz.
It's your boy Rob. We in the building.
It's your girl Tahiri, Jose.
And this is him, and her. And unfortunately, we're gonna start this one on a sad note. Tahiri, if you wanna.
Lesandro Jr., Guzman-Feliz.
Young,
Sad.
15-year-old, tragic murder.
I mean that I don't really think that needs any introduction. It's hit home for the world. I don't even think it's...
Very, very sad story. For those who don't know, he was brutally attacked and murdered on 183rd and Bathgate in the Bronx. Stabbed numerous times, left for dead by store owners and onlookers who were filming. And
Rather
it's just very, very, very upsetting.
disturbing.
And
Shit is sad, depressing.
yeah,
Like, it's a fucking baby.
yeah.
Innocent at that.
Yeah, a mistaken identity, and it's a sad. I have a 15-year-old, so you know, like and he also takes part in those kind of programs. I mean, this kid was in like police patrol, explorer programs, and he was a good kid in the community. He grew up there his entire life. His family was rooted in the neighborhood for 17 years. He was only 15 years old. So I'm pretty sure that these store owners that turned him away had to at least have seen his face if they didn't know him. And it's bad. It's really, really bad. He was laid to rest. Today, yeah, because
there was a wake for 2 days this week.
Right. And when did June 20th was the day that he was murdered, right? I believe so. And yeah, so he was laid to rest today. I mean, the vigil outside of the store is lit with candles. People are just, I mean, this is the talk of
The country.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody feels like they knew a junior. You know what I'm saying? So to watch it unfold like that on camera in such a brutal way, and see the people that are surrounding him in his final moments not reach out for help in any way to a dying teenager is crazy to me.
I mean, you know, I understand that news travels fast, and social media is a gift and a curse. I just, you know, I'm not a mom. I just wish people would stop posting this video over and over again and just remember Junior for being that happy kid. It's a bit insane, and it's not like I can't sleep. I haven't been able to sleep since. I'm not a mom, but I am a sister. I am a cousin. I am an aunt. You know, I am just, you know, kids look up to me. I am a role model, although sometimes that weighs very heavy on me because I'm human and I make mistakes. But gosh, I could not imagine what Junior's mom is feeling like. And, you know, I can't sleep. I can feel the heat coming. I can't sleep because I feel like Junior is my little brother, right? And I watch his mom, and I've thought about reaching out, but I'm like, she has to be exhausted. But I can't. I just want to say she's so strong. She is standing up. Like I've met people that have lost people, mothers that have lost child, that they have to be sedated because they can't stand this pain. And this woman is full of strength, and she's embraced everybody that's reached out to her, and she's walked out in these group of people, and she just walked out, I think it was wherever she was walking out, the precinct recently, and she was just like, you know, like, thank you, like, she's full of strength. I could not imagine.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Shit, she needed, especially with that being her baby. Like, she just lost her baby, in basically like in her arms. Like, she could think about her just holding him and talking to him, just knowing that he was going to come home.
Well, she did say that he did say he was going downstairs. She did also say that it was late and that he took longer than expected. He was walking down to give back a friend $5. He was hungry. he was a good kid. He went down, Ma, I'll be back. I'm going to take such and such $5. And he took longer. She fell asleep, and then she woke up. She was like, "Where's Junior? Like, why is he taking so long?" I called him. He says, "Mom, yeah, he's almost done. Like, I'm about to head upstairs." And then this happens.
Yeah.
There's videotapes everywhere, from a top angle of the building, from, there's a surveillance camera in the store.
This is a surveillance camera. There's people filming.
And yet the kid walked to the hospital, which is a 2-minute walk from where the grocery store was. It's about a couple blocks over.
St. Barnabas, right?
Yes, you can see the hospital from the store.
They brought all the assailants to prison, though. Like, they got everybody. All 8 of them have been apprehended, and I guess they're awaiting trial somewhere in Paterson, New Jersey. One kid, I believe, flew to Dominican Republic.
Yeah, a couple of guys, I don't know how many to be exact, were in Paterson.
And then with that shit, it's just like their age. Like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers 18 and up.
Yeah,
18 and up.
Get all members of a gang, right? The Trinitario gang.
Trinitarios. Yes, as a child. So I'm fully Dominican. I was born and raised in the States, in the United States, but my parents are fully Dominican. So I consider myself an Afro-Latina. As beyond just where my parents come from, but nonetheless, I've heard about the Trinitarios for a very long time. In jails, Blood Crip Trinitarios, and the is it M2?
MS-13.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go back. I don't
you
promise.
Good.
But yeah, I've heard about gangs. You see them on TV. You hear about them.
What do you hear about them in particular?
Trinitarios, they've been known as a gang since I existed. However, I've been in my neighborhood, but I've never really this is real right now for me, is what I'm saying. Not that it was for fake. Not that I've always heard that there was a gang. I've always heard stories, but I really never kind of experienced it hands-on.
Well, I saw a high-ranking member kind of spoke out on Facebook and said,
supposedly,
right, that that wasn't
it was
a representation of a mistaken identity,
But still, what she say is a mistake. There's no coming back from what the fuck that mean to me? It's a mistake.
Right.
That's not gonna bring my baby back.
I know they got a GoFundMe for the family. Raised about $240,000, I believe, so far. A lot of celebrities reached out. Cardi B. I saw Lala and Carmelo Anthony in the house.
Went.
Dave East was there. Just
an outpouring. J-Lo posted today because today he was laid to rest. And J-Lo posted that she was heartbroken. She posted, the heartbroken emoji. A lot of people lost for words.
Yeah, because we all have kids in this.
Hey.
What's up?
We filming.
What's good?
All good.
Let's go get the strap.
Get the strap.
I just want to ask y'all this though. Have we gotten to a place where we're beefing via social media and not knowing who we're beefing with? Because they killed a good kid. Have we got to a place where it's just I think I know son?
It's that, and these motherfuckers are on hella drugs. They not just drinking. They doing some other shit. They doing probably coke.
Because I'm just saying, at what point is it? Where's the line at between trolling and true beefing?
It's no line no more.
That's what I'm trying to say.
For the young kids, that's what I'm saying. But it's due to the drugs that they're doing. When OG niggas go do what they gotta do, they know their target. It's no mistakes. This is who it is. It's no go shoot them in the back or ride past and try to hopefully hit somebody. Nigga, they going up and they gonna do what they gotta do.
So damn, a kid runs into your store though. I know I'm bouncing around, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around this shit because it's so twisted.
It's super real.
Kid runs into the store, is climbing over your counter to hide.
A kid that you know.
Right, that you at least have seen this kid on numerous occasions.
And things do happen fast. Let's just say the store man don't even know what's happening.
I'm just saying
but
though, you
still,
hop over, yo, what you doing?
You know
right.
This kid.
You hop over the counter, yo, what you doing? Yo, it's some dudes out, even if it...
Nah, you're not doing all that though. Because the shit they must have been doing to Junior, the way you looked
so
at that
fast.
video... The way you looked at the video when Junior walked in, he walked in desperate. There wasn't no, yo, let me explain to you what's happening outside. There was none of that. That shit happened probably in less than 10 seconds tops.
Right.
Él estaba desesperado.
Right.
He was desperate.
Now,
He was jumping over a counter.
But
he was probably like, oh my God.
But let me ask you something. As a store owner, not knowing what's going on at that point, is it safe to say, or even is it fair to say that maybe he was like, whoever y'all looking for is right here, like, because maybe he thought Junior did something.
But
I don't give a fuck.
At the end of the day, these motherfuckers are still grown. They 18
Right.
and up.
Yeah, but he
Junior
don't know.
looked like a little kid.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that though. Remember?
But you could tell the difference on age.
It doesn't matter. You walk in, you don't want to get involved, is what he's saying.
Too late. You already involved.
Thank you.
You already involved. Once a person runs into
But
your
now
store,
we can hear and hypothetically go through a whole bunch. Okay, you had enough time to have the nigga in the black shirt close that door. You had enough time to. But
Right.
nobody really knows what happened till they were there. What I disagree with, okay, fine, you don't know nothing. But the storeman did like this when the dudes walked into the store, one by one. The first dude walked in, he was like,
he right here. Come get him.
why can't you just be like, ran to the back, go check the bathroom? I guess the storeman didn't want to get involved. At the end of the day, still, when he ran back in
Yeah.
and tapped in that same counter, bleeding to death,
Yeah. I mean,
that's
yeah.
for you to react as a human and pick that kid up and rush and
Right.
run
Yeah.
and call and something.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
on
I know
that.
he can't sleep at night.
I feel you on that.
Because if I can't sleep and I don't know Junior, because I feel like he can't sleep at night. There is no way.
Well, that store is closed now.
Oh yeah, there was a petition out.
That
There was
store
a petition.
is no longer.
It was
What's
signed,
the name
but
of that? I want
still,
to make sure I get that right, because this is a Cruz and Chicky grocery store.
Cruz and Chicky is no longer, it's closed, and everybody's saying it should be turned into like a community center, something to help children out there. Now, as a woman, let's just talk about home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has to go back to home. The community, like, do you think there should be more done? I believe it should be more done in the community for these children.
I mean, not to cut you off, but he was a member of something that happens in the community, though.
But for the one good kid, there's 1,000 bad kids in the same neighborhood.
No, I feel you, but
it's all about taking that chance and believing in that kid, or just
It's about creating programs and things for these kids to do rather than
Absolutely.
hitting these streets.
yeah.
and feel like the go-to to have fun or bug out is a gang. You know what I'm saying? They like, all right,
And
we
that's
running
what I'm
around
saying.
these
It comes
streets.
from home. Like it's the love. At the end of the day, it's one thing. It's just love. It sounds simple.
It's not simple at all because kids don't get love
what I
these
mean,
days.
it's not. It sounds simple. You look at me like I'm retarded, but
No.
it's all just love.
People don't get love
These
to
parents,
understand it.
Okay, so I'm in a group chat with a lot of my charity sisters. I call them charity sisters because we do charity together. They're all moms, right? And we go to Dominican Republic every year, and we give back to hospitals and orphanages and stuff every year. Diva's eating it, right? And so today as moms, they're going in. Mind you, I wake up every morning at 7 a.m. to like inspirational texts and memes and whatever. They're going in about these parents not going to the kids' school to support these kids, to create programs, you know, the parents teachers conferences, and you know, every month the parents are supposed to all get together in school, and there's only 2 parents in the whole fucking school.
Right, because you got babies having babies.
To support, so then these kids turn around and they don't get enough love or attention at home and try to seek that in the streets. And that's what they said. They was like, yo, you know what? This has a lot to do with us. These are all the moms on my group chat.
Right.
This has a lot to do with us because, you know, you go to school conferences and there's only 2 moms there, but there's like 1,000 kids in a public high school in the Bronx. You know, we have to do better. Then that goes with the streets. You know, the taxpayers. We pay enough money out there for stuff to be, you know, good for these kids out there. To build new foundations and build new parks and after school activities like.
Man, but that's a whole nother subject.
It's the beginning of the summer, and this is how they setting the tone.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? We seeing bodies drop. We seeing
But it's
shootings.
just different from any other summer that has come.
I think it's just that now it's a lot more visual. And
I
I've said
think
that a
so,
lot
too.
about social media. I think that nothing's changed except for the fact that back then we used to look at page 6. Everybody knew to look at New York Post's page 6 or who, when, and where in the daily news. We saw pictures. Today with social media, everything's visual and everything hit. I don't have to check the newspaper for the lotto numbers. Like I wake up in the morning, if you want it, then the lotto numbers, like things happen and it moves extra fast. Now, we're talking about Junior, but just in the last week, we have a 17-year-old getting shot to death in the Bronx. This was Saturday.
Damn.
Then there was a fatal stabbing on the Bronx River Parkway. And so allegedly it was one of those same gang members that got picked up recently. I believe one of the last two, because there have been 7 already, right?
Wow.
Good
And
Lord.
Junior. And that's all in the Bronx. And the ratio of deaths in the summer is just starting. It's lit in the Bronx right now.
I think somehow we gotta like forge a better relationship between these kids and the law. Like that's just me personally. Like I feel like I said, my son is also in like the Explorer programs and stuff like that. And he has told me that some of his friends would joke around, be like, yo, you snitching. Like he'd be like, what are you talking about? Like I'm in the, you know what I mean? Like I just go there, you know, extra credit. You know, I like that. Like I like those dudes, you know, those are some good dudes. They'd be like, is he telling? Like when did like, you know, the neighborhood wanting to be a part of the people who protect the neighborhood become such a like not a thing. Like that's not cool.
Because when they started killing niggas for fun,
It's
they don't have no
people.
respect.
And
Like everybody wants to be the top dog.
But
so
how was the relationship between the streets and the law at that point? What I'm saying is like Junior was 15 years old, right? He's in an Explorer program. He wants to be a cop, right? And there's not very many kids that's brave to me, because when you look in left and right and there's a gang member there,
he doesn't know that he's a good kid.
I get it, but what I'm saying is like
I was a cadet and my father was a drug dealer, picked up by the feds, did some jail time, got shipped over to Dominican Republic. Yes, I was a cadet.
Oh,
I graduated from John Jay College of Criminal Justice. When my father heard that I wanted to be a cop, FBI marshal, he laughed and he said, wow, isn't life ironic? He never discouraged me though to do so. But he was on the other side and I was on the other side of the law.
I feel like the law also, you know, needs to like start
kicking it.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop
you see,
doing, man.
but they
Stop
do.
doing. See
They
what's
do
up.
have people like that. But now this is the difference between law officers. You gotta have good, you have bad ones.
Right.
The bad ones overcome the good ones because they don't show what the good ones do.
What you saying? Like the actions of the bad ones overshine.
Exactly.
So how
Because you do see those cops on World Star that go out
dancing
there
with
dancing.
I see that.
Even like
But that's what I said.
the
For every
FBI
good
agent.
guy, there's like 1,000 bad ones. It's like for every, like, you know, I hate when people say generalize anything. There's good and bad and ugly and pretty and purple and like everywhere in life. I just feel like as a community, we need to all come together. It shouldn't take a death. This is devastating.
As a world, we need to come
I get
together.
goosebumps. Like we should all come together. I feel like no matter what line you're in, like you should have some kind of, there should be some human in you. Like, now you know what's even more disturbing to me? And let me just say this, is that at least 4 of the 7 guys that they picked up, or maybe 4 out of the 5, needed translators when they went to court today. Which means that they understood and maybe spoke English, maybe broken, but they wanted to make sure that they got the charges that they were being dealt with. That means that while we lost Junior, we're losing you 7 because we're losing 7 human beings, right? You are proving the devil that we got in the White House right for keeping immigrants out of the U.S. When I'm over here saying my mom migrated to the U.S. and gave me a better way of living, I'm here because of her. I am who I am and I have all these opportunities because of her.
Right.
And you have the same 24 hours and the same opportunities. And what you choose to do is take somebody's life. And every day I have to fight the devil in the office to keep children and families together. You know how much that hurts? So not only do we lose 1 human being, but we're losing a whole nother 8 to 10, who knows, the little girl herself.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on the video.
Because allegedly this is all because of a video.
A sex video. One of the dudes felt offended because his little sister was basically being, it doesn't look like, it looked consensual to me. It wasn't a rape or anything. It was consensual sex, and they posted it on Instagram or whatever social media platform,
and somebody said that was Junior.
And that was Junior in the video, and it wasn't. It was actually someone else.
Where is everybody?
What is going on? What the hell is going on out here?
But I'm just saying, it's lost after lost after lost. And when,
Shit
like, the
gotta be
answer is, can
tiring.
we, like, I know it's not a perfect world, but nobody should have to see their kid go through this. Yo, can you just the confusion in this boy's head while he's getting pulled out of that store? Because I believe with the adrenaline after you get stabbed up a few times, because I mean, there was a lot of stabbing going on. At some point, he was just like,
What the fuck?
but
Well, anybody that knows, you know, that has been stabbed or cut and stuff like that, like you're so like you're so in the moment that you don't even. He might have thought he was getting punched. That's how it works.
oh,
You get what I'm saying? Like there's a good chance that he was like, "Yo, they jumping me," and then he was just like, "Wait a second."
well, you could see he was delirious when he walked out the store, and he was just like, you know, and it's. I'm telling you, like watching.
This whole shit is about I was there.
Right.
Like people are even going. I know I'm jumping topics, but people are going to shows, standing in the front row and got their phone up because
They're not
it's
even
more of
enjoying
a
it.
I was there than going to support the artist. So when somebody's lying dead in the car in Florida, rest in peace, XXX, you know the film is not like, damn, I loved him, he's dying. It's like, look, I was here. Like it's all validation shit. It ain't nobody cares no more.
At all.
And it's fucked up, man. Like, and that's
It's just
this is
social
what
media.
we're not moving
Not
in the
even
right
acting.
direction. We moving. It's going the other way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like human interaction is becoming a super thing of the
And
past.
why not fuck this nigga up and break a couple fucking ribs and a leg or something, and then fuck the nigga up every time you see him or something? Why got to go to the fuck? Like, why? Like, clearly the video speaks 1,000 words. Like, the video was there. And then why not do your proper research before you run up on a man? But then when you're in a heated moment, he was just probably like, that was my sister, and I don't, you know? So allegedly, it went viral that the young girl posted hashtag allegedly because I don't, you know, if I don't got the person in front of me, I don't believe anything anymore.
Right.
Because people could get hacked, people could act like they're people. But allegedly the little girl said, I'm sorry, hashtag justice for Junior, free my bro, he was just trying to protect me. I don't know if that's true.
They're gonna have a rough time in the can. They're gonna have a rough time in the
If
can.
they survive.
I'm just saying, they're gonna have a rough time in the can. That was gruesome. It was wrong, all the way wrong. You know what I'm saying? Death is always wrong. Murdering is always wrong.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a
But
tooth.
like, damn, an innocent little kid is
I-
crazy. What I saw was a whole bunch of kids that killed somebody. I didn't see no murderers.
You
and-
don't need 7 dudes to be a murderer.
That's what I'm just saying though. Like they about to be
It's
up
about
in
to
there
get
with
real.
people who you gotta understand what I'm saying. Like people who wish they could be with their 15-year-old son.
It's
Just
about
one
to
more
get-
time.
It's about to
The
get
real
real.
niggas, those gangster niggas.
You know what I'm
that
saying? Like
live
they
this
about to
shit.
get dealt with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen some footage of one of the kids that was reading the charges, and he was just like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh man. Yo, although what they did was gruesome as a parent,
That's a child.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
this-
everybody's
I'm
like,
like, you're done too. Like we lose so much in
That's
this
what
scenario.
I'm saying. Everybody's gone right now. Everybody. Junior's mom can't get Junior back. These kids are done. These kids have families too.
Right.
You know, these kids don't understand. Like they're probably in there. They can't say a word because then their family's gone. Their families are going to be harassed by the world forever.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
we're losing so much in this community.
Sprinkled in between the 8 kids that are stabbing, there's 1 or 2 that didn't want to.
But
That be happening too.
what we
Join
do-
again. This is what it is. Everybody on my block is doing this. I gotta do this. Damn, we about to ride on somebody. Oh, I stabbed him too, son.
And my man
Like, speaking of what you're saying, these kids need other things to be doing
It's
except
love.
running around.
Love. These kids
What-
need attention. These kids need love. These kids need something to do in the neighborhood. These neighborhoods got to get better. The cops need to patrol these neighborhoods more. Like there needs to be other outlets. And yes, you know what? I grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood. Absolutely. There was this building across the street from me, 612. Every fucking apartment was drugs and family, and they all kept the drugs on the low and blah blah blah, and everybody, things got raided and shots fired and all that, and still I was strong enough to choose a better life coming from a daddy who did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Some kids aren't strong enough to make those kind of decisions, which is why we have to educate them, communicate. Me as a person, Do other activities with them. Go fuck around in the block. Do certain things, programs, outlets where they can feed their imagination. They can feed their passion.
I think traveling
because these
is
kids,
important.
yeah, but these kids probably can't afford to go to the
That's
grocery.
what I'm
That's
saying.
why
It
Junior
takes-
went downstairs to give the other boy $5.
It takes some funding. It takes some funding.
So
like,
it takes funding from the council people. Like people have to get together.
Yeah.
The government.
I mean, if you live your life
Poverty.
in a 5 to 10 block radius,
And that's all you think
and
you
that's
know.
all it is, that's the entire world to you. They lived in that box so much that they thought that running across the water to Patterson was getting away.
That's
was
true.
another
too.
Think about that for a second. Like, well, we in Patterson now, we low.
First of all, we forgetting about the main focus. Everybody forgot about the fucking sister. She is the whole reason of this shit. Like, she didn't say it was okay for this dude to record. Like, she didn't
Maybe
know.
it wasn't.
She was upset that the video went out
Yeah.
on social platforms. So she agreed to this shit.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But still,
Not time
all
out of
in
10.
all, who knows what happened inside? Nobody cares. We lost Junior. It is devastating. I can't even wrap my head around it, and I haven't been able to sleep since. I'm having a hard time with.
And anybody
You walk out there, you just never know what kind of day a person's is having, and then now it's like, wow, like this could have been my block. Actually, I have people that don't live too far from the place,
Quick question.
and they're just like, yo, I know that person, and you're like, wow, but they didn't know that
Right.
I don't.
Yeah. I have a quick question because I might just be uninformed though. Where's y'all seen Junior's dad?
Yeah, Junior's dad
Okay.
supposedly is in.
Because I keep hearing about his mom, but I haven't.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen, but I've heard that. I'm not sure again, because there's so many stories out there, and
Right.
so we just want to give out the right information. I heard that he got tatted his son's face, and his.
Oh, so him and his mom.
I'm not sure.
okay.
Who cares?
I'm assuming not
Yeah.
though, like because we're not here.
I believe
It's
that
all about the mom.
the
Yeah.
mom's there.
But now this goes back to my
His
point with
sister?
Tentacion. You remember I said, what did his mom say? And when the mom is her baby,
Right.
they gonna go react.
Right.
Because now, see, the difference is this kid was getting love. Tentacion, he wasn't.
How do you know?
Because he was crying out for it. The attention.
So then, and you mean you think that so then this is more like the guys that did all the massacre that just was macheting and shit, and dumb kids were like not getting love and attention.
Of course. And they wanted to prove themselves to this gang that they in. Or supposedly in.
Man, this is just. You have options. It doesn't make you any whacker, any weaker. It doesn't make you anything but just human. You have a voice. Everybody, as a human in general, has the power to change the world, even if it's just one kid at a time. Everybody has a story, which is what makes you special.
We all got a story.
Which is how I got here. I didn't get here because, yeah, my ass is fat, but there's mad asses.
Right.
Shit is fat.
What made me special is the fact that I shared my story, my pain. And in doing so, I've helped so many people. So everybody has options, man.
Rest in peace, Lesandro
Word.
Jr. Guzman-Feliz.
Yes.
Mad
They
prayers
tried
the
to
family.
rob him of everything, and what happened is in his death.
He brought the world together.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Look how that panned out.
But that's the thing. He bring the world together, but for how long?
Listen.
For how long?
Everybody's a work in progress, is it? Because I'm so Dominican, I'll be fucking up all the sayings and the words and the songs. But I will tell you this. Shout out to you, little angel. You've brought the world together and to a brighter future, and it's so sad that, we had to get here this way, but may you rest in peace, King.
And to the dudes who killed the innocent little kid, y'all niggas just corny, and good luck on the slot.